Hi friends. So it is well, it's officially fall. My shirt is now actually in season. Hi kitty. So this is kind of a wild time of year for us. Also don't mind my hair, I just washed it. And the cat is going to bat at the oh my gosh. So it is a wild time of year for us. End of summer. So sort of mid-September, my spouse's summer work contract finishes. And if you didn't, I have a video, I think I called it, Why Do We Live in a Trailer? It was like, I think maybe my second or third video on YouTube. And I'll see if maybe I can like link it at the end, maybe? Or maybe I can link it in between. I don't know. We're learning. But so we live half the year in Canada, our home, half the year in the United States. So this is the time of year where we're like in between summer project and winter project, but it's kind of, it feels like the Wild West because there's not a lot of like very scheduled things. We're going around trying to see all our family before we go. We're going to see, or we're going to make sure that anything we need that is from Canada that we can't get in the States, we get that picked up. Not to mention, without fail, something on the trailer breaks or, you know, isn't functioning properly. So we have to get that fixed or buy the part or whatever. So that's happening. And then we have to, where do we prepare Pumpkin, our kitty. We have to prepare him by getting his annual vet check. He needs to make sure that we have updated paperwork for his rabies, because that's the one thing that we can sort of see that the border really pays attention to. I mean, they pay attention to like your animal not coming in sick, obviously, but he's of good health and he's up to date on rabies and distemper and all that jazz. Pardon me. So we're good on that. He actually just had that done. And poor Mr. Kitty. Now, he's like 9. So for the first time ever, he needs a little bit of dental work. His 2 back top teeth, even though we try to brush, he doesn't chew back there. So they are a little like grimy. I don't know how else to describe it. So on Monday, he's going to go have his teeth cleaned. The rest of his teeth look good. They're going to like clean and polish those as well, but they're going to really take care of those back 2 for us, kind of reset his teeth for us. And he's 9, so I feel like that's pretty good, you know? I know that we could have been better pet parents and taken up brushing his teeth a lot sooner than we did, but we're here now. So, so he's doing that on Monday. And what was the one other thing? Oh yeah, the big thing, preparing the trailer. So because we live in our trailer, pardon me, we definitely have more things out in our daily use than I think like traditional like weekend campers would. So, you know, it's a matter of making sure that all that stuff is put away and secured a lot closer to the date that we actually go. And then, of course, because we live in it, we have decor. So making sure that we take all that decor down and we make sure that they're in a safe place. It's really, pardon me, it sounds maybe like a lot of work, but we're so, like, this will be our 4th winter. And yes, we only travel, pardon me, the trailer like twice a year, but we've got it like pretty down packed. I think the longer you live in a small space, the better you get at like organization and like streamlining how you prepare to actually move the trailer. So if you live a nomadic life, you probably know this. And if you don't, now you know. So yeah, so it maybe doesn't sound so wild, but there's a lot of like come towards the end of the season, my spouse has to fly to a few places, and that means that I'm doing quite a bit of ground travel, which neither of us are bothered by it, but it does mean that we're traveling in that sense. Plus, all our family is at least an hour south of us, so some of them like a little bit longer than that. So, pardon me. So we need, so we have a lot of time in the car back and forth from seeing family, because we generally don't come back up to Canada over the winter. Which, if you're concerned, he has a work visa, I have a visitor visa. We're going down with paperwork. We're not breaking the law. The 1 year I didn't have a visitor visa, and so I had to fly back up to Canada and sort of like reset my time, and then I was able to go back down. So that wasn't bad at all. I got to see my family for a week, and it happened to be the absolute coldest week of winter. It was like minus 46 or something ridiculous Celsius. It was stupid cold. We all stayed in the house, and honestly, and ended up working because we just did Christmas things. It was fun. My niece and nephew were there, and my sister and stuff. So it was really good family time. So I can't really be mad about it. But so then we learned about visitor visas, and we've been doing that since. So that's another thing to prepare, is I guess the visitor visa. And the state we go to, Idaho, they don't have like bottle recycling and stuff, so we make sure that all our bottles here in Canada are recycled before we go down. Yeah, it's a lot. But it's almost like now I'm getting so much more used to it that my brain just kind of goes into like okay, end of summer mode. Like we need this. I make I make a list on my phone of stuff because I don't want to forget anything. It's different if you're like, oh man, I forgot to buy the toothpaste I like. You'll find another one. But if I, forget to get the certificate of Pumpkin's rabies up to date and signed off by a vet, might be a problem when we get to the border. So I just make a list of things. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel calmer. And it makes sure that we do our absolute very best. Sorry, oh my goodness. To make sure that we don't forget anything. I'm starting to think, this is a random thought I just had, I'm starting to think that my yawning on camera is like my body's way of releasing the nervousness. Yeah, so fun, but it sort of just hit me. That might actually be what is happening here when I yawn so much. But yeah, so not really any lessons today, if you will. Mostly just a little bit of an update, that we are in a state of transition from summer to more so like winter thoughts, because we're in the fall now, and I have been going hard on the pumpkin spice lattes, but I always go half decaf, and it's fine. I've turned into one of those ladies who really likes myself actually an iced pumpkin spice latte. What can you do? But yeah, so we are in that state. I'm hoping we can have one more campfire before, because it was so hot this summer. It was like 11 p.m. before it started to cool down. So that's not really a great time to have, 25 degrees at 10 o'clock. I'm not about to start a campfire, but it's cooling down a little bit in the evenings now. So maybe we can have a campfire. And yeah, I'm just gonna be preparing this. I'm happy to be back to filming. Oh, another thing that we do is we eat down the fridge and freezer because we don't run the fridge and the freezer when we're driving. So we're in the process of that too. So we have some weird meals coming up. Odd pairings that you don't think about just because you're trying to eat everything that's in the fridge and the freezer, except for some condiments. Without fail, we end up having one of those insulated bags of condiments, but we're able to take those into the hotel overnight so we don't have to run the fridge, which is great. It's probably a good rest for the fridge and it lets everything unfreeze, and I wipe it all down and on we go. It's become really, it's kind of interesting because it has really become just like a very routine feeling thing. I still panic. I still get nervous about the border because I don't want to be breaking a rule I didn't know about. I want to be always following their rules because I want to be allowed into the country and I want to be allowed back into my own country. But yeah, so I'll be getting this trailer prepared. My spouse obviously is also helpful in that. He's definitely like more of the outdoor manager and I'm more of the indoor manager. We both know exactly what needs to be done inside or outside. But we just kind of do what we know to do. And then the things that we do together, we know we need to do them together. But I'm hoping to vlog the trip. And I don't know how that's gonna go, but I think it'll be fun. And yeah, so thank you for being here. And I'm gonna go do some housework. Because whether you live in a trailer or not, there's still housework. The floors still need cleaning, the dishes still need doing, the food still needs cooking. And just for like an added extra fun, it is always dusty in a trailer. It's extra dusty because they've been farming the fields around where we're staying. So it's been like a never-ending battle of dust this summer. Seeing the farming has been kind of cool though. But so I'll leave you at this, a little life update, a little what's to come, and hopefully some Idaho winter adventures soon. We'll see you guys on the next one. Oh, like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.